I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket, and today I'm checking out 35mm, which is a horror game by a developer whose name I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. Don't know too much about this game other than it's a horror game and it involves cameras. As is customary here, we must turn off the lights so that you can't see when I soil myself. Let's dive in. I really should have looked at the screen before we started. I don't know why it's booted up in, I want to say Spanish? Okay, yes, English. Yeah, good. Your history is automatically filled in checkpoints. Pick up water, food, and first aid kits to maintain health. Oh no, health and batteries for flashlight. Why? All games, batteries for flashlight. Use key E to interact with objects. Actions made during the game may affect the final game. The interaction with some objects increases the power of your spirit. Below are shown photographs taken by you on camera. This is all very delightfully Spanish. New game! Oh, it's The Last of Us. Is he dying or just sleepy? Look out behind you! The house is empty. Look around if you want to. Is that this guy talking? This is a pretty sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Hell of an entrance to this place, I guess. It's just this giant street that ends in a house. Not much of a place. Still couldn't afford it in Sydney though. What a liar. There's heaps of shit in this house. Right, okay, that's empty, but I can definitely take those pliers, right? I'll take the lamp. A working lamp? That feels like something. We could get a couple of bob for that. What's the currency in Spain? I'm gonna take some of that stuff, some bullets. This guy, heh, and he said there is nothing. But you know, said in a French accent. I do feel like pliers are something that I could use, but maybe I already have a pair of pliers. Nope, I'm just an idiot. All right, we'll take this bad boy. Oh, okay, can I tell you one of my pet hates in video games? I'm just gonna turn this down so that nothing scares the actual poop out of me. One of my pet hates in video games is when characters pick up things and they just float in front of you, so your hands aren't actually holding it. And then when you turn around, they're all physics-based. So if you hit something, then it's like it knocks it out of your invisible hands. I'm carrying something because I want to carry it. There is no fun in a video game sort of navigating through a doorway. Like, what kind of realism are you trying to build there that, oh, you bumped the edge of the door, so therefore you would have dropped the thing? Yeah, I would have, but I don't have any hands in the game. All right, just really needed to get that out of my system. Why am I carrying it that low? Oh my God! Wait. Okay, fine. Whoa! Stop spinning! Why are you spinning? Did I hit him and I just set him on some sort of physics loop? What is going on? And the box is floating! See you guys. Amazing. Okay, come back here. All right, so I don't know what's happening. Is that gonna make you stop spinning? Hi. We can go if you're ready. Thank you. Are you ready? I guess I walk down here. Although that's where I came from. But yeah. Come on. That's it. Heal. Heal, buddy. We're just not gonna talk about that whole floating box spinning situation. Tell you what, like these daytime scares. Happy with this. Nothing can sneak up on me. Although actually I don't like being right out in the open, because technically then everything could sneak up on me. Is it our car? Are we the logmen? Are we loggers? Are we Spanish loggers? It's not even a car. It's just a trailer. It doesn't even have a car attached to it. Are we dragging this? Are we Spanish draggers? You are the slowest walker ever. You're going to die. Just gotta wait for him to catch up. We don't even care about this?
Так, минутку. Все верно. Скоро
Okay.
буду.
Still looking for a road. Tell you what. There's a lot of mood set in here. But I feel like the mood has been well and truly set. And now I am just experiencing what it's like to be wandering around Spain with a man who defies the laws of physics. My mate will catch up with me. I can look around now. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go in deep. Just going in deep. I hope he will catch up with me. I feel like I'm making the right decision just following a path. Tire tracks. Here we are. Is that our car? Well, I keep thinking we have a car. I feel like we're in a post-car society. Okay, is there anything in here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doesn't seem to be a picture of the area. I don't like when games put real pictures in things, because it makes you remember, oh yeah, this doesn't look that good. But okay, I can't take it, I can just look at it. Let's go down here. Let's follow the tire marks. Alright. Even though it appears to be some sort of post-apocalypse, still got time to do some artsy Instagram photos. Did you work as a press photographer? So we're set, I want to say, the 80s? Someone once called the camera a little time machine. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice way of putting that. It can bring you to the past to remember and to feel the emotions that accompanied us during that period of life. I like how he's talking about emotions, but the translation puts it in a very clinical way. Sometimes it's extremely painful, though. It is good there is such a possibility. That's really sweet. Right. It's interesting that the things you normally think you would want in this scenario, in this sort of game, are often the things you can't pick up. Like tools and that sort of thing. There must be a set amount of objects you can take. Like anything food related here, or power. It's not really a scavenging and build game. It's a scavenging to just survive with essentials game. Nothing here. That is exactly what you do when you're out in the bush. When you go on like a hike or something, or if you're going camping, you tend to just stand on things. You're just wandering around, you stand on rocks and you... Wait, what? Oh my god, there's a dog. Hey, puppy. Oh. Hello. Can I do something? Can I pick you up? No. You just gonna follow me? No. Alright. Goodbye! Tell you what, pretty ballsy of a video game to show you a dog that you can't have as a companion. Dogs in video games are either companionship or something to shoot. This is the first dog I could possibly remember in a game that was just there as a bit of, like, added flavor. I mean, so far it's nice. The no HUD is nice. I do have I need to wait for my mate. Do they say mate in Spain? I do have a bit of that sense of, am I going in the right way? But I guess that's how you feel when you're just wandering in the forest. But could we just make the guy walk a little bit faster? I just need him to catch up a little. That's not even a natural walking pace. Maybe he just got a vasectomy. Maybe that's why he's walking like that. He's got a bit of the spread leg, bit of the sensitive sort of, ooh, don't want to rip a stitch. If he was a delightful conversationalist, then this would be fine. Sort of strutting through the forest with a friend would be good, but we are not talking about anything. And when we do talk about things, it's very awkward. Oh, what? Have you brought me here to kill me? Is that what this is? Is this why you're not talking? Is this some Miller's Crossing bullshit? It is! Holy shit, it's a bear! Quickly get out of here. Oh, now you speed up. I'm gonna take the left. Ah! Technically, I don't need to outrun the bear. I just need to outrun old Deadeyes up here. But he's suddenly decided that that speed is a good idea. Oh, come on. I mean, look how far away the bear is. Open the door, mate. You don't need me to open the door. You useless sack of shit. Eat. Eat. Eat! The bear would stop there. You had a gun this entire time. Why did we need to shoot him inside? Why didn't you do that in the first place? Or better yet, why didn't we tame it and ride it? Oh, this guy. What happened? Because I tripped over? He's drugging me. It's Munchausen's by proxy. He wants to make me sick just so he can look after me. Nothing. Another pet peeve. Openable drawers that contain nothing, but could contain something. Therefore, you must open everything. Oh, what? What? Hi. We're just gonna keep walking. Was it all a dream? Am I the bear? Oh, is this some zombie stuff? We'll never know. Seems like every time we get to a point where there would be tension, we cut away. So that was the dream. This is still real life. There was a bear. Well, tell me maybe what's the purpose of our trip? You don't know? I kept my word, the rest doesn't matter. Okay, it's your choice. These are not friendly guys. I mean, this is like a conversation between me and John. When people begin to die, no one could imagine that everything would end like that. The population of the Earth decreased a lot. One would think it means more air and space, but no. What? The human turned out to be so wild and unadapted that he began to gnaw himself. Panic, looting, conflicts. Technically, I know all this because I was there. Nobody was able to take on this burden and keep control of the situation, and that's all collapsed. In my town, people began to trash store windows, steal valuables, medicines, food on the first day. Yeah, it's like when the internet goes out here. They stole cars, damaged the other cars' tires in order to get to the hospital as soon as possible. But no one knew that the medicine is powerless in this case. The pauses between sentences are just killing me. I really wish the disease killed me instead of being here talking to you. Okay, we need to figure out something with the stuff. It would be great to get some water from the well. We need to stay ours hunger. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh because they've tried. But I do feel like there's trying and there's trying. There's like, we got in an interpreter and they've made sure that this all makes sense, or we've just focus tested with someone else. And then there's, we put this in Google Translate using Siri. Let's figure out what to do with the stuff. Did we skin the bear, by the way? I did not want to kill the bear, but I do feel like skinning that bear is probably a good idea. Get some warm, get some meat, get some bear meat. What are we doing? Am I supposed? Okay, maybe I'm supposed to be doing something. He's just wandering around touching things. Oh shit, yeah, the well. The well. Thank you, Pete. I got distracted by all the talk of lean meat. This was in case another bear got in there, but we know there's no more bears. Oh, this isn't creepy as hell at all. Goodbye. Where's the well? Oh, I don't want to crawl on you. I just wanted to walk up to you. Look at his face. I'm sorry, noble creature. Okay, if I put a well somewhere, where would I put it? I put it in the middle. Accessible to all is where I would put said well. Like maybe this thing. So I like what the game is trying to get me to do, which is like, okay, we don't know what's here. We have no information. Let's go find the well. There's not a map with a, an indicator saying the well is here. But I do think that the storytelling, the visual storytelling is not great here because everything just kind of looks the same. It's like, there's no sense of this being a real place that would naturally lead me towards a well. I'm just going, okay, well, I need to look at all these buildings. Let's take a minute and think about what a well looks like. It would have one of the little things above it so that you could pull the bucket up. I mean, that's a sophisticated well. Maybe they build wells differently here. Maybe they are just holes in ground. Don't need to go far, so it's not there. What's this bad boy? I need to find a bucket. This is a well. Right. Okay, so this looks nothing like a well. This does not look like any sort of well I've ever seen. Maybe this is what real wells look like. Maybe the ring has lied to me. Maybe the sort of stone circle that is not covered and anything can fall in it is not what a well looks like. Okay, but now I need to find a bucket. I need to find a bucket in the middle of the night with a flashlight that is actually just... Okay, the bucket wouldn't have gone too far. Is that a bucket? It's hard to tell. I think it looks more like an axle. And I don't know why there would be an axle in a church. Alright, here we go. And... bucket! No. Just Jesus. I've got no lighter or matches. Yeah, I feel like that's not my priority right now. By the way, that looks exactly like the Jesus painting that that was fading, and so the woman drew over it and made him look like a monkey. John, throw up a picture of that picture. That's what it looks like. Jesus monkey. I mean, these are bucket-ish. Is it? I didn't know what a well looked like, apparently. Is this a bucket? I feel like I know what a bucket looks like. I've used buckets before. Again, this is all fine except that I'm so slow. The fact that I keep running out of breath is really annoying. And this is my walking speed. Who walks this slowly? Tunnels? No. No, that'd be too cool. Can I open that? No. Bucket? No. Bucket? Saucepan. I mean, bucket-ish. We're getting closer. The scariest part about all this is I'm this far in the house and there's no bucket. Now I need to walk all the way out. Were there stairs or am I imagining something? No, there are stairs. Oh, you're all warm and cozy. Hey, look, buddy, do we have a bucket? Do we have a bucket somewhere around here? No. I think this is a bucketless house. Can we have a conversation about the bucket? Oh my god, there's the bucket. Oh. Guys, I'm just gonna break here for a second. We've been looking for that bucket for about 18 minutes now. I looked everywhere for that bucket. We ended up looking at another gameplay video to see where the bucket was. That gameplay video was called 35mm Chapter 1, Where's the Bucket? And that was a 20-minute video of someone looking for a bucket. The bucket is in this room. I went back there, the bucket was not there. I then needed to reload a save to get the bucket to spawn. So I could have looked for another 2 hours and not found that bucket. I have never been so happy and angry to find a bucket. Something amazing better come up out of this well. I want so much more than water. I want like a zombie midget pissing gold. No. And now the 45-minute walk back to my friend who doesn't appreciate me at all.
Принес?
Hey, John. Yeah. Thanks for your help. What do you want me to do? Put it on there? Yeah, let's boil the bucket. Why, do you want to talk to me slowly again?
Ну что, вздрогнем?
Yes. Cheers, my friend. Oh, this is so depressing. I'm sorry. I know we all came here for screams and scary stuff. I can't take another walk with this guy. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, so that was 35mm. First off, the real problem here is gameplay. I think that the game looks really nice. I think the atmosphere and the world building seems to be pretty strong. You start off just dropped in the middle of this story. I really like that opening where you're just outside a house. And we're in the middle of Scavenging, and that's where we start. And the forest looks gorgeous, and it's very moody and quiet, and the no HUD and the no objective pointers really help you immerse into this world where you go, I don't know where I am, and I don't really know what I'm doing. There's a really good quote from Jonathan Blow, which is basically, what's the point of having a giant open world if it's not filled with interesting things to do? And this is a great example of that. We've gone from the house at the beginning to this warehouse shed thing that we slept in overnight. The entire space between there was nothing to do other than slowly run away from a bear. And while that's good atmospheric stuff, you can actually put all that atmosphere in a densely populated village area where there's lots of stuff to explore. And so then on top of that, you put the main gameplay mechanic I played for about 20 minutes was finding a bucket. And after I spent so long looking for a bucket, I needed to reload the save to get the bucket to actually spawn. That's just terrible. That is a giant waste of my time. And even if the bucket had spawned in the first place, it's still just slow. He walks so slow. They talk so slow. It just kind of feels like everything's been artificially padded out. And that's a real shame. I did say earlier that the character reminded me of Joel from The Last of Us, and I do think that that's probably a good comparison in terms of The Last of Us was also a game where something terrible has happened and now you need to work your way through this, wasted landscape. Obviously, Naughty Dog are doing that with a giant budget, and these guys aren't Naughty Dog and they don't have a giant budget. But The Last of Us works because there's this compelling story pulling you through and the environments are really interesting. If you don't have a compelling story pulling you through, here I don't know who I am or where I'm going or why I'm going there, and if you don't have environments filled with interesting things to do, then what do you have? You have 35mm The Bucket Hunters. But if this is your kind of game, at least now I've shown you how to get the bucket. And just restart the game if the bucket isn't there in the first place. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Pocket My Pocketeers. NichBoy out. Seriously, that was way too long to spend on a bucket.